So because I was led to accept that singing was like going to the gym, and if you could go higher, it's because you're stronger, or if you're stronger, you could go higher. So then I could look at singers like Mark Martel doing a note super effortlessly, and I could conclude I'm just not being strong enough. Now, I don't agree anymore with this logic, of course, but I'm going to try to explain it. It makes sense from the old conditioning perspective. It's basically, say, if you're going to the gym, the vocal gym, and, in the beginning, some specific weights are real hard for you, but as you keep going, because you get stronger, eventually you can take those same weights and sort of lift them like chilling without effort. So I saw Mark Martel and singers being effortless and being super consistent live, and I thought, okay, it's just because I'm not strong enough, so I must continue to grind, basically. If someone would have told me what I know now, it could have prevented that simply the process of fixing my range. I mean, nothing else really, just being able to sing from, a normal low note like a C3 beautifully into a C5, right? Yeah, I can do lower notes, of course, I can do higher notes, but like most songs will be within that range. All of that just took me 10 years because I was stuck at the G4. The passage, it can vary a little bit depending on whether you're a female, a male, worse, a baritone. It could be the F sharp, it could be the F. It doesn't really matter because as some of my more advanced students begin to realize, it is sort of a life hack to just begin to switch earlier to your M2 laryngeal mechanism, mixed voice, falsetto, which can sound like M1, but with none of the hard work. So once you reach the stage where you're like, I can choose between both in a sense. Not that I could do a lot of M1 notes, chest voice notes. But you're like, if I try real hard, because I got the muscles from going to the gym, then maybe I can do it. But then you compare it to your M2 and it sounds real similar. You can do it one time after the other on the spot. You don't even have to warm up that much. Of course, if you just woke up, it's not gonna work. But there's so many benefits that it would be insane not to go, okay, let me just sing everything in mixed voice. Mixed voice doesn't exist as a separate register, but is the act of making the M2 laryngeal mechanism usually dismissed and abandoned by all baritones as just being falsetto and it's weak. It's some other things they say. And you focus only on going to the M1 gym. It's sort of to keep up with the gym analogy. It'd be like, I don't know anything about the gym clearly. It's the same ego that makes, people in the gym get obsessed with like one particular muscle group, like, your arms and then dismiss legs, some bullshit like that, right? As long as you get the energy, it's fine. In this case, yeah, it's sort of like seen as like stupid and like a waste of time to practice your M2, your falsetto. So I had it abandoned basically for those 10 years. Yeah, I could do a pretty super nice falsetto, like an airy, soft thing, but I had no idea because no one told me that it could grow into something so powerful that your neighbors complain. So we can rest assured, both of us, which is something that my coaches could never give me, so I had to figure out all by myself with my first course. If I tell you, start working your falsetto post voice crack, then you know exactly what to do, where to go. This is my gift to the world. Actually, it only took me way too much time. And if you want help with the next steps, I made a program so you can take your Mickey Mouse voice, which everyone has, turn it into chest. And to sound like chest, and how to repair every part of your range. Close to the passage, it's a different story. Higher up, it's a different story. Middle notes, what I'm saying. So I have a program just for that, and it works every time. Like, it just does. But if you're feeling a little like, should I spend money on this? I know, it'll be my last singing program because it works every time. I kind of get it, but it's expensive. I'm not sure if I trust the guy, whatever. You can join the community, I would recommend, for very cheap, just with any course. Stay in there, get motivated by the other cases of students. So you start believing in yourself, as my teachers didn't with me, okay? When I went to them and I showed them my M2 intuitions and results. They're like, just do the real thing, please. Like, just don't do that. But then eventually, with the years, when you develop the final product thing, you show that to them. They're like, oh my God, was that M1? So it's like ridiculous. Anyway, I wish the same for you. Know that it can take weeks or months. It's not even 10 years like it was for me now with my program. So